Credit card processing, content creation, and dividend investing are three passive income ideas that you need to look into, and I'll show you why. These are the #1 picks in three different categories that I want to show you. So category #1 is for people who have money to invest to make more money. Category #2 is for people who have absolutely nothing but talent and don't have much money to put up. And category #3 is for somebody who's kind of in the middle and has money to invest in but doesn't want to do much besides set it, forget it, to where you don't have to really have a business structure and you can just kind of, like I said, set it and forget it. So have you ever wondered how hundreds of people are able to quit their jobs by getting paid while they sleep? You probably heard about passive income but never really dedicated time to learn exactly what it is and how you can start. I want to show you three passive income ideas from the hardest to the easiest and what you should do if you want to get started making money passively. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. I want to take a second and ask you to like this video and subscribe. It may not seem like much, but by doing so, it helps grow this channel to where I can keep giving you free information about growing your finances. Now, what is passive income? Why does everybody talk about it as if it's this big crazy thing? And honestly, it's because it is this big crazy thing. I mean, think about it. Passive income is basically doing the job once and getting paid for it over and over again without having to do much besides general maintenance and general upkeep depending on what niche you're in. So example, first business option is by putting money into whatever you're doing to make money passively. For instance, buying a vending machine, filling it up with snacks, going in once a week to refill it, taking the cash out. You technically have to put money into buying the vending machine and the product that you put inside of it. But once you do that, all you have to worry about is general maintenance and upkeep to refill it every week or every so often, depending how quick it depletes itself of that product that you put inside of it. So that's option #1, putting up money to make money. Now we have option #2, is putting in the time and waiting for the income to roll in after the fact. A good example of that is creating art and posting it online for usage, or creating some type of video such as this one, like the one you're watching, which again, don't forget to like and subscribe this video. I appreciate you. But you're putting in time and effort to hopefully gain enough traction to where it starts paying you in the long run. Again, either scenario, you put in the work now and get paid later again and again and again. So besides those two options, there is a #3 option on our list as well. And the #3 option is credit card processing. Now, just a heads up, before I make these videos, I do market research on what everybody else is talking about and saying, and I realized that not a lot of people are really talking about this one, and I can understand why, but at the same time, why not? And I'll get into what credit card processing is, but I do want to say you don't have to own the processing company. You can be a sales rep who works for somebody and get paid residuals in that aspect. So for those of you who don't know, every time you pay with the credit card at any store, that store needs to pay a merchant service a certain fee, and every time that merchant gets those fees paid, they make money and make a check. So a good example, so let's say you go into a business and you agree with the business owner to have your credit card processing unit there, the thing that you put your credit card into when you buy something. And let's say I walk into that business and buy whatever product they're selling and I pay with my card. Let's say the total is $20 and I swipe my card for $20, but the business has to pay, just throwing numbers out there, 3.6% for the processing fee. So the business makes $19.28 after they paid the 72 cents and the processing fees for that single transaction. Now, on a micro level, that 72 cents adds up over time, especially when a business is processing thousands of dollars every month in card payments. So you set up the service one time and get paid over and over again, and all you have to do is some maintenance and support when it's needed. And honestly, I absolutely love this business model because, for one, you can help a business owner save money if your merchant service services has a lower processing fee that's competitive in the market. And for two, you can get paid literally while you sleep. And again, you don't have to own a merchant service company. You can work as a sales rep and split the profit or get residuals off of that. So that's also one of the hardest ones that's out there. And now for number two on our list is content creation. Now, obviously there's different subcategories on what type of content you can actually make. It can be photography, to where you take photos, put them online and start charging people to use them as stock photos, or you can just sell them as is, or it can be like a musician, to where you make a song and you put it on YouTube or Spotify and get paid consistently as people listen. Or it can be video creation, just as this one, making a video of some sort, putting it on YouTube and then monetizing it. These are all great examples of making money passively, because once you put in the work into the actual creating aspect of it, you put it out there on social media and then reap what you sow. So I know a lot of people will say, hey, look, you need money to be able to buy a camera, and you kind of really don't, because many of us have iPhones or Androids, and the camera quality on these phones these days are so good. Like, you don't really need a high-end camera. Maybe put a little bit of money into a microphone so your sound sounds good, but other than that, you don't really need much. Like, you don't have to buy a camera. I do want to say this though, that when it comes to content creation, unless it's a passion or something that you're talking about that you have some type of interest in, I don't advise it, and because it's a lot of work. Like, if you don't commit to it, it can be a huge waste of time. That's me just being honest with you. But if you're truly passionate about what you create, and you don't really have to do it for the money, you just do it for the love, and hopefully the money will follow after. And if it doesn't, then it's not a waste of time, because you just did it for the love. So with that being said, just take that with a grain of salt. I really advise it, because even when I make these videos, it is a lot of work. I wish I could make more videos, but man, it's 12 o'clock at night and I'm making this video just to be able to talk to you guys about this. So again, like this video and subscribe. Helps the channel out, and helps me be able to do this for y'all. So now for number three is dividend investing. This is for somebody who's kind of in the middle and has money to invest in but doesn't want to do much besides set it and forget it. And you don't really need a business structure in order to do this, and the risk isn't too high. There's risk in everything that we do, but it's not as high as starting up a business like a merchant service business. For those of you who don't know, dividend investing is investing into the stock market and in companies that will pay you, part of their profit as their investor, in this case it being you. So you buy into the company, you own a piece of that company, and when they profit, you get a piece of that pie essentially. So not all companies do this. Some companies pay you more than others as well. So there is some research that still needs to be done. And like I said, there is still risk, but just like anything, there's always risk in everything. This video, I'm gonna make a deal. When this video gets 500 likes, I'll make another video on dividend investing and how you can make money passively and grow your wealth in that aspect. So now keep in mind, dividend investing is for the long term. If the market generates 2% on an annual yield, essentially you will roughly need about $600,000 in order to generate about $12,000 a year, give or take, which obviously it's about $1,000 a month. Now, before you start taking money out, you want to reinvest all your dividend income. That way you can have compound growth annually, and that is the best way for you to scale. I personally have done tons of research and have heard from others. I have friends who do it, what companies you should invest in and what companies aren't good. But to be honest with you, besides giving you free information that I found myself, I can't speak of this on an experienced level. I just want to be completely honest with you. I do not generate income off of dividends, and that is solely due to the fact that I made it a priority for myself to be able to pay off my high interest debt before I start making money to put back into the market. Now, I do own stocks and I do get get some dividends, but it's nowhere near enough to where I get paid hundreds of dollars a month in dividend stocks. But as far as my financial future goes, this is 100% one of the avenues that I will be throwing my money into. I just wanted to make myself clear on that because I don't want to be that guy who makes videos and makes you believe that I'm making all this money on dividend investing when in reality I'm not. I don't want to be fake. I want to be real with y'all, and that's just the honest truth. I am very knowledgeable in how to do it. I've done it a little bit, but like I said, I don't have all my money tied up into dividend stocks, but I will at some point in my life once I pay off all my debt. So thank you all for watching. If you're new and this is your first time on this channel, we talk about ways to improve your credit score, financial literacy, budgeting, and many different type of topics to help you improve your current credit financial habits, all done within about 5 minutes or less. If you find this video helpful, do me a solid favor by subscribing and liking this video and sharing it with somebody who you may think may be able to benefit from it. Believe it or not, it helps a ton. Also, comment down below something that you're currently struggling with, and I'll do my best to make another video just for you. Thanks again, and until next time, peace.